Hello, Dave.
How's it going, buddy?
It is going well. We are in the blanket fort. This is TeamClearCoat, an automotive podcast.
It is.
You always do that part, so I figured I'd just jump in there
I like that.
and do it.
I like that, buddy.
I don't think I did it well, but it happened.
Do you think you do anything well, though? Yeah. On hashtag brand for Ian.
Diminish
Twitch.
others?
Twitch. Internet. YouTube. Listeners on our podcast.
Yes.
I'm Dave.
I am Ian.
That's Ian over there.
Yep.
We're Team Clearcoat.
Yes. I just did this.
I know.
Why are we doing it again?
Because it's fun to recap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ian,
Yes, sir.
let's, first off, I want to make an announcement.
Oh, okay.
We have some new swag to give away.
Oh.
I went to the Kia event,
Oh, that's right.
and I got these little things. These, there you go. Just wing it at you.
Yeah, that
And
was
then
unnecessary.
cellophane on the,
Oh, wow.
on the, yeah, so the little Kia hamster keychains.
Yeah.
If you're
I like that as automotive journalists in Denver, we also get, the last round, like the swag from
leftovers.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
When
yeah.
the
hamsters were
soul
still a thing.
hamsters were
Yeah.
a thing.
Yeah. Also, I like that they're wearing the Denver uniform. Basically, no pants and a hoodie.
Yeah.
Because
That's true.
there are often times when I wear shorts and a hoodie in Denver.
Okay.
Because that just seems to be the right thing for the weather.
Yeah. Oh, and this is also what you call Donald ducking.
Yes, exactly. Or,
Donald ducking.
or porky pigging.
Right.
Very attractive when a man does it.
Absolutely. Shirt with no bottoms.
Right.
Just try that out at home and let us know how it goes.
Yeah, please don't.
That's how you get these. Is you have to Donald duck at home and then report back. We do not want pictures. Do not want pictures or videos, but we just want to report.
Yes, of your Donald ducking at your house.
Yeah.
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 To get a Kia hamster that's also bottomless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we know you personally, you are not allowed to do this. No. But please report back to us how Donald ducking works for you, and you will get this in the mail,
the Kia hamster,
along with some worthless stickers that we will provide.
Exactly. Also, please do not Donald duck while you drive. Don't do that.
Speaking of that,
okay,
that leads me right into a my eyes that I saw today on the way here.
You're kidding me. Let's
and this is gonna.
I'm gonna crack a ginger beer. You got your whiskey.
I do.
Let's
I
do
have
this.
a little bit of whiskey.
There we go. Cheers, buddy.
This may devolve quickly into another Team Clear therapy session.
Oh, everything does.
Yeah. And this is going to maybe require some self-reflection on my part, but
no,
it's okay. So here's what I saw on the way over here. I saw a Toyota Yaris.
Okay, all right.
Nothing.
Have you ever driven one?
I have.
Okay, all right. I thought it was oddly fun. I drove a manual transmission one.
Oh, I've never driven a manual. I've only ever had only driven a rental one. So.
Oh, yeah. Those. Yeah. Okay.
Terrible.
Go on.
Yeah.
All right.
So this was just a regular run-of-the-mill Toyota Yaris. Nothing spectacular.
Sure.
The windows were down.
Okay.
It was being piloted by a young lady, probably a 17, 18, somewhere in there.
It makes a good first car for a kid.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nothing untoward so far.
Right.
She's dancing along to the music. Still fine.
As you were.
And then I notice that there is a Converse shoe on the dashboard. And it is attached to the young lady. She has her left foot in up against the A pillar, between like the A pillar and the dash.
Okay, yeah, I've seen this before.
And I wrestled because I was beside her on 6th.
Yeah.
Coming over here.
Right.
So I was beside her for like a mile or two.
Right.
And I was wrestling with, do I tell her what a terribly awful idea that is?
Right.
And just really just sink right into my disapproving dad, grumpy old man phase of my life, which I'm settling into quite nicely.
I like how you've defined that as a phase of your life, as if you didn't come out of your mother's womb wearing a cardigan, complaining about the youths.
Well, okay, so I did.
It's so humid here.
But it's more that I'm settling into that phase. is more of like I'm
being thrust upon it.
right. I'm really getting comfortable in there. Just getting really comfy, like, telling, like, ruining people's pictures at concerts who are filming it. Or, I confronted someone who was giving Nico, who was giving us dirty looks for Nico's presence at the coffee shop the other week.
Okay. Right.
And I felt a strong compulsion to just be like, ma'am.
Yeah.
That you shouldn't do that.
No, that's a horrible idea.
So what are your thoughts on this? Confronting people in traffic, but not confronting, like, I wouldn't be confrontational.
Right. Oh, man. Yeah, because, I mean, remember when you were looking at used motorcycles on Craigslist?
Yes.
And you were like, look at this. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah.
And what did I say? I said, talk to a trauma or ED doctor
right.
to ask if you should buy a motorcycle.
Right, but you know what? That would have... because I already know that they're dangerous.
But do you have a motorcycle?
No, but that has more to do with my inability to manage money in any way whatsoever.
But I just want like an ED doctor or an EMT. Like we found somebody who was in a wreck that had their foot on the dash.
Yeah.
It ended up outside the car when the airbag blew it off.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Getting in an accident in that position would be horrible to begin with. Then you add an airbag to the mix.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, and just from a driving position.
Yeah.
I don't care how flexible you are. Just from that is not an optimal driving position.
Right.
You are not in full control of that vehicle.
No.
If your leg is on the dashboard.
No. Yeah. That's not good. Yeah. So I was driving back from Missouri one time, and I passed. A car passed me with the person's foot sticking out of the window, the driver's foot sticking out.
And her foot was nearly out of the window.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
Crazy.
Just like, so we're just airing out your hot foot garbage at 75 miles an hour on I-70? Granted, it's not the worst thing you'd smell on I-70.
No.
But still.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Doesn't mean it's a good idea.
So, do you think a police officer would pull somebody over like that?
I was thinking about that. I don't know the answer to that.
They should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, like, it's another one of those situations where, like, I would definitely get pulled over for doing 10 miles an hour over the speed limit.
Right.
No matter how much I'm paying attention and being on top of things.
In a seated proper position. Yeah.
And
not doing yoga in the driver's seat.
No.
Right.
It's like that sort of stuff, and dogs in your lap.
Yeah. So if I saw that, I personally wouldn't confront the person.
Well, I mean, I didn't. But
it would be like Milton in Office Space to me. Like, the problem's gonna fix itself.
I did, however, give her my best. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed look that I've been really working on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that look like?
It kind of has to happen in the moment. But
okay, yeah, you gotta work. It's gotta come to you organically. That's pretty good for like not being in it right now. Oh wait, maybe you're disappointed in me. Oh. Oh, this is seeming way more real than it should be. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see here.
Let's move it on.
So keep your feet on the goddamn floor when you drive, people.
For real.
Yeah. Again, any of our listeners are not going to be like none of our listeners listening to this in their cars are going to have their feet on the dash right now.
I mean, you better not.
Yeah.
Well, and also, it's not like you're on I-70. You almost understand it on I-70. Like, I'm going to stretch out my leg a little bit.
Right.
She's driving on city streets in Denver.
Yeah.
She's going 10 miles tops.
Right. Exactly.
You don't need to stretch out.
Yeah. You might have some joint issues. Yeah. If you need to stretch. Yeah.
And also, like, just my old man hamstrings hurt just looking at that. That's part of the other reason. It was just jealousy.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
Just jealous of the limber Utes.
Just disapproving.
Ian, disappointed and yet envious.
Exactly.
Ian?
Yeah.
I have a couple of my eyes.
Okay.
Let's see here. So, but I did want to talk about, you took Nico to Cars and Coffee. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Your 3-year-old now.
Yeah, he just turned 3. And I had not taken him to car shows because he is super into cars and has a lot of energy.
Yeah.
But he's just now I think he's now old enough to understand like the look but don't touch.
Yeah, and being gentle. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's a little bit more controllable because you can actually talk with him now.
Right. It's a dialogue. Yeah.
Right. So I figured for his 3rd birthday, it'd be special. We'd go to Cars and Coffee. Turns out the one in Lafayette, you really got to get there early because it's
really?
Yeah, we got there at like 9:30 and like most of the cars were gone. It starts at 7.
Whoa! What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
So, but he was crazy about it. He loved it.
Okay.
We saw Steve there who
Oh yeah, with the Volvo, right?
no, with the Z4
oh yeah, our buddy that we suckered into doing a road trip with us.
Right. Yeah,
Hi,
for
Steve.
episode 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we saw him at we actually went to there was a second event later. We went to
Never follow a hippie to a second location.
Yeah. No, it was great. And Nico was just like over the moon. He was just like, look at that car. Look at the Porsche. Look at the Mini Cooper. Look at
No way. That's awesome.
Yeah, so he can name an absurd amount of cars by sight now.
That's awesome.
So he loved it, and we're definitely going to do a lot more of those now that he's like knows how to behave around cars and stuff.
That's
and
awesome.
He didn't touch anything.
What like really caught his eye?
I'm glad you asked.
Well,
Because that brings me to our first FMK cars of the episode. Do you want to explain to the ladies and gentlemen what that is?
I would love to. So, ladies and gentlemen, on our show, we play a game called FMK Cars. It's a game we invented when I was bored at a conference in Los Angeles a couple of years ago. So it's the classic game, Fuck, Marry, Kill, right? That idiots play with celebrities. We are nice people, so we play it with cars. In this game, fuck, means you drive it for a day. You
hit it and quit it.
M means you marry it. It is your new daily driver.
Warts and all.
Put a ring on it.
Yep.
And then lastly, K, you kill it. It goes to the crusher.
That's it. It just goes to, it's just dead. Okay. So these were I have entitled this iteration of it Cars and Coffee and Shit in Your Pants. Nico's favorite cars from his first Cars and Coffee.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so the first one was a 1992 Dodge Viper.
Okay. All
that
right.
Nico actually got to sit in.
That's really cool. That was an adorable picture.
I've never sat in a Viper before.
I've driven one. Yeah.
You have?
Yeah. At Pikes Peak Raceway.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Go on. Yeah.
The next one was a 2017 Porsche 911 GT3 RS.
Oh,
that was done up. It was done up like a GT3 class race car or a GTE race car, I guess.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was all like race car liveried and had like crazy arrow on it and stuff. It was super cool.
Oh, you know what? Here, let me pull up some pictures of these for the listeners. Yeah, so first we have, ignore what you see on the screen, Ian.
Okay, I'm sorry.
This has nothing to do with anything later. Okay, so 92 Dodge Viper, right?
Yep.
Yeah, let's see here. So 92 Dodge Viper looks like that. It was the first generation Viper.
Yep.
Right?
And this one was a hard top.
Yeah, they did the GTS, the Viper GTS, if I remember correctly. Okay.
Yeah, we might be wrong about that. It may have just had the removable top in. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And he was super excited about it. He was, because that car is so cartoonish.
Right, yeah.
When you get up close to it.
It looks like a drawing of a car.
Right.
It looks like the car Roger Rabbit in a midlife crisis would drive.
Yeah. And it's so funny because all of the cars that he was super drawn to are the cars that you would expect a 3-year-old to be drawn to.
Okay.
Because it's,
so the
Viper with its cartoonish proportions.
Right.
The GT3 RS with the crazy race livery on it.
Okay, yeah. There's a GT3.
Yep.
Look at that. That's fantastic.
That's that's an older one.
Yeah.
And then the last one was, I believe it was a 2017 Mini Cooper JCW. The John Cooper Works. He, first of all, loves Mini Coopers, and then that one, looks all crazy.
Yeah.
Because it has like the crazy decals on it, and this one was like all decaled up and has the little roll cage in the back and stuff. So he loved that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And I think that dude was just there to like look at cars, and he like came up to him and was like, "I like your Mini Cooper."
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Come on. How sweet is that?
Yeah.
That's really cool. Seeing enthusiasm towards cars through his eyes
Mm-hmm.
must be an awesome experience.
It's great. I mean, I almost killed myself on a Hot Wheels car on a hardwood floor today. Like literally, I mean, barely saved it.
Just because you work from home doesn't mean you can get workman's comp if that happens.
I know, right? I would have been really screwed.
You had a close call?
Oh yeah.
Really?
I was full on cartoon, like up off the ground.
Diggity 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 diggity.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And like it's one of those things like when you have like a near fall, and then you're standing like half a second later, and you're like, I don't know how I got from horizontal to standing again, but I'm happy that it happened.
Right. Nice.
I'm happy it worked out.
Ooh,
and
buddy.
He laughed because he was standing there. He thought it was the funniest shit ever.
He's gonna plant Hot Wheels cars for you around the house now.
Yeah. He doesn't have to. They're just everywhere.
Okay, so I'm gonna marry the Mini Cooper because I love it so much.
Yeah.
I would.
Do you fit in that car?
I do. Mini Coopers have fantastic headroom because they're so upright.
Yeah.
I don't know about the Mini Cooper Coupe with the weird little backwards baseball cap shit that I hate.
Bullshit.
Yeah. But yes, I've driven several Mini Coopers. I fit very well in those cars.
Enjoy the rattles.
Exactly. Yeah, rattles. But I would just autocross the shit out of it. I mean, every day, every parking garage would be an autocross.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So when I drove the Dodge Viper on a track, it was one of the most frightening things I've ever driven in my entire life.
I bet.
The torque is insane.
Mm-hmm.
The sound that the engine makes is fantastic. But the steering and the butt feel in that car are so vague when you're not. I assume it's different when you're like right at the limit of the car, like when you're at 10 tenths.
Mm-hmm.
Great podcast, by the way. When you're at 10 tenths. But anything less than that, you have no idea what's going on. You have a vague clue the direction you're heading, and that's it. That's it. Yeah, no speed, no butt feel, nothing.
Weird.
So I think I would kill the Viper, and then that means I would F the Porsche for a day. And if I had it for a day, I would put it through that age-old test of finding out if it was more aerodynamic backwards than it was forwards.
Right.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. So, yeah, what would you do? You'd marry the Porsche.
I would marry the Porsche.
Yeah, and you would probably F the Viper, I assume?
Yep.
Just because you haven't gotten to drive one.
Yep.
It's a cartoon.
Exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is almost like the newlywed game for FMK cars, like when you have to guess your mate's FMK cars.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, right?
That's an excellent idea.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, for the next one, I'm going to write down what I think you'd say. And then
let's sit on this idea because I have an idea for that.
Okay.
I think we should do.
Nice. Okay. Nice. All right. Cool. Let's see here. So so there we go. FMK. Ian, we have more talk abouts. So I have a few things. So want to follow up on the Subaru Forester, the lowered Subaru Forester that I liked.
Yeah.
Right? That unfortunately had that sticker too low for fat hose.
Right. Yeah.
So I was just thinking about
Did you see it again?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
And I was just thinking about that, what it would be like for that guy's girlfriend in the car, and trying to imagine that person. Like, I'm not a fat hoe, so I'm like in the car, right? And then I figured out like the perfect voice for this person. Okay. This is the kind of stuff I think about, right?
You're being very generous by assuming that this person has a significant other.
Right, which is very generous to assume, because for anybody that puts that fucking sticker on their car, if this person was lucky enough to find someone to touch their jiggly bits on a regular basis, then the person that I thought of was from the Kroll Show. Yeah. Jenny Slate playing Liz on Publicity.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a fat hoe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Like that, she seems perfect for that role.
Yeah.
right?
Well, because Caesar
Yes, is
would
the
absolutely
guy.
put that sticker,
Yes,
and he would absolutely drive a lowered Forester
right.
as well.
Right?
So that makes sense. Yeah, you've nailed that. If you guys haven't seen Kroll Show,
Brap, brap.
stop listening to this
Yeah.
and go watch the 3 seasons of Kroll Show, and you'll understand what
Yes.
we're talking about.
Yeah, I love Caesar so much in that show.
Yeah.
And Jenny Slate is one of the greatest comedic talents of our generation. She is phenomenal.
I mean, I'm all in with that.
Yeah, for anybody who hasn't seen it, watch her movie Obvious Child.
Yeah.
That is a fantastic movie.
Best written movie of like the last decade.
Oh yeah,
It's
I mean
just
it's
so tight.
Yeah,
And so
Yeah.
funny and so good. Yeah.
right, and touching. Yeah, really. Yeah.
Yeah. It's very good.
Let's see here. So I thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
My girlfriend and I were driving around looking for ice cream one day. I don't know if you've had ice cream from M's, E-M''S.
Nope.
So it's a place, they have a storefront down the 16th Street Mall, but primarily it's a truck, that goes to like food truck stuff. Fantastic. It's all, it's all like organic bullshit, but it's actually, but it's like straight up real ice cream, like, real fat, real milk, real sugar,
Awesome.
like,
Yeah.
because I'm not a fan of fucking frozen yogurt, right? I want real goddamn ice cream.
Yeah.
And M's is fantastic.
Oh, okay.
So we were driving around looking for the M's food truck. I was following it on Twitter, and we happened upon it was at.
I just imagine your Twitter feed is just all junk food.
All junk food trucks.
It's all junk food and then like
Tic-Tacs.
cycling.
Yeah,
That's it.
That's it.
Bicycles, and
Video
sugar.
games and junk food.
Yeah, that's it.
You're gonna love this.
Uh-huh.
So they were at a lacrosse, like a giant lacrosse tournament.
Right.
Right.
Uh-huh.
I know your thoughts on lacrosse.
Right.
Right.
So I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
So they had the flavor of the day was date rape. Right?
Exactly. So they were there, and when we were in the parking lot, we were getting ready to leave, and we saw a car. You know how like in a parking lot the cars are in a row, and then at the end they might have like painted area with hashes to let you know like where the end of the parking lanes are. Like don't fucking park here because people need to drive around to get, like,
well, and I think technically those are usually supposed to be motorcycles.
Oh, okay.
I think you can park motorcycles there.
Okay. So somebody had just parked their Mercedes-Benz, M, right?
Yeah.
And their license plate was a vanity plate, and it said Kitty E. Kitty. And like we just kept imagining this person like Kitty E, like Kitty E parks wherever the fuck she wants.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Kitty E, like what does Kitty E like say? Like Kitty E, like.
Well, I will say that I'm a little disappointed in you that you didn't take the opportunity to document the cars of a lacrosse tournament.
True.
Which I'm guessing by just the one anecdote that you
Kitty E parking wherever the fuck
in a
she
Mercedes
wants.
ML, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Kitty E got a loaner E-Class. Can you believe that garbage? Hello. My girlfriend said I would key her car, but all I have is my fob. Which is a tragedy that people. It also it's a tragedy that a lot of people just have fobs now. It also keeps a lot less cars from getting keyed.
Probably.
Right?
Yeah.
I had never thought about that. She's a goddamn genius. So, Kitty E. Yeah.
I like how you're now just holding your drink sassily.
Yeah. Kitty. Oh yeah. So like Kitty E. Kitty E day drinks Shiraz. Kitty E feels bad for you if you have bangs. Yeah. I could do this all day.
Let's move it on.
Kitty E.
This is allegedly a car show.
Ian.
Yeah.
It was Kitty E.
Kitty E.
Last my eyes that I had, Ian.
Yeah.
Was I happened across a weird automotive anomaly, Ian.
Oh.
It was our beloved donk, but it was a bro truck.
Oh.
It was a bro truck donk. There it is, right
there. I think that's just a donk.
Yeah, but it's kind of bro trucky.
Oh, yeah, with the steps.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
a little bit.
Yeah. So it made me think of this.
Is that a Suburban?
It is a Chevy Suburban donk. Yeah.
At first I was like, oh, it's a Tahoe. Nope, that's a Suburban.
It's a Suburban donk. Because when you bro truck donk, you bro truck that donk.
I also love the mirrored tint on the back.
Yeah. Yeah. Lots of chrome, lots of mirrored tint. Yeah. So, and you'll notice Lamborghini doors.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
that thing must be 8,000 pounds.
Right? The worst thing in the world to drive.
But you know what? I'm going to say it kind of looks right.
It kind of does. Like, all the proportions kind of work themselves out.
Like, that era Suburban.
Mm-hmm. Much like an older Monte Carlo or something like that.
It looks way better. If you would describe that to me over the phone,
yeah,
I would have been like, you are a crazy person, first of all.
Right. Well, I mean, you say that anytime I call you.
Yeah, that's true.
You're like, why aren't you texting?
Yeah. Are you aware it's 2017? Are you having a stroke? No, it kind of looks right.
Okay.
If you're just listening to this, stop and go check out the YouTube. So you can
look for around like the 26-minute mark.
And it looks way better than it has any right to.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right. So that got my mind thinking. That got my mind thinking, Ian.
Okay.
About bro trucks.
Bro trucks.
Right.
Okay.
This FMK Cars, Ian.
Oh, we're doing FMK Cars.
We are. It's called Brunk Drunk Stunk, Ian.
Okay.
Brunk Drunk Stunk.
Okay.
These are bro truck mashups.
Oh.
So this bro truck donk mashup, you're going to have two others. All right?
Okay.
So first up, we have, as presented here, a bro truck donk.
Okay.
Okay? Second is going to be a bro truck stance bro. So if you took a bro truck and just slammed it way down, got those flares out.
Yeah, interesting.
Right? Because that might also work too.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe.
Weirdly.
I do like lowered trucks. Lowered trucks do look cool.
Right.
Yeah.
And then lastly is going to be a bro truck drift truck. Right?
Yeah.
Picture a bro truck drift truck.
Okay, so it's a donk.
Yeah,
it's
a
bro
brunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the donk.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a what's the
drunk, the
Drunk.
drift one, and a stunk, the stance bro donk.
I'm going to crush the bronk.
Okay. All right, the one you see here
The
with
one I see
Lamborghini
there.
doors.
Because I already know we know.
Right.
Because basically looking at it is the whole point of it. There's no reason to drive it.
True.
So once you've seen it and you're like, that pleases me.
Right.
It can go away now.
It's yeah.
It has fulfilled its purpose.
Exactly. Yeah.
Its job here is
shut it down.
my work here is done.
Yep. Wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back to one, everybody.
And now commits car seppuku, and that's it.
Exactly.
It has outlived its usefulness. And then I'm going to marry the drift truck, obviously.
Yeah, the drift bro truck, the drunk. Yeah.
And then I'm going to, for a day, stonk.
Yeah. Stance bro drift truck. Stance bro truck.
Yes.
Stance bro truck.
I like that.
Yeah.
That was a fun one.
Well, thanks, buddy.
What would you do? Would you do the same thing?
Yes, I would marry the drift bro truck in a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
obviously.
You just have a gun rack on your drift truck.
Fantastic. Like,
right?
and that's the handbrake. That's the hydraulic handbrake. You reach behind you.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Was there a kicker for this one? No, there's not. That's my next one. Okay. Yeah. So that's what I do.
Okay.
And then for a day, I think for a day I would probably throw myself in stance culture for a day with the stance bro truck. Yeah. The SBT, if you will.
Flatten out the hat.
Yes, I would just
flatten it out.
Yeah, just ironing the brim of my hat. Yeah. There we go.
I like it. All right.
Okay.
What's next?
Let's see here. So I have one quick garage update.
Oh yeah.
So since I purchased the Infinity, there has been one problem. It is this little red thing that haunts me everywhere I go. It is the red underline from every fucking computer I use, thinking I'm misspelling the word infinity.
Yes.
For everything.
Yeah.
So
have you added it to your dictionary yet?
Yes. God damn it. Yes. Yeah. So like I know I'm on a computer that I haven't been on for a while. If I like type in infinity and there's a fucking red underline, right click, add to dictionary.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand. I
Right?
understand that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is annoying.
Right? Yeah. Oh well. What are you gonna do?
That's a riveting garage update.
Little red line. Well, nothing else has gone wrong with it, so
true.
this is where we're at now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like yours that is.
Is it still playing slow motion Centipede in the?
Yes, in the little LCD display.
Yeah, the little gauge cluster.
Yeah,
it's
super slow motion, and every now and then it goes a little backwards, and then yep, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, a couple pixels. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's see here. Let's talk about Ian, our next topic. Oh yeah, I had a quick thing. A while ago, we talked about how the Toyota Prius message boards are one of the nicest places in the world.
Yes. Should I recap how we arrived on that?
Yeah. Because we're going to take a little detour from car stuff for just a second. A second.
All right. So I was in an Uber or Lyft or whatever on the way home from the airport one time.
Right.
And it was a Prius that picked me up. And the wheel bearing in the Prius was, I'm going to say, it failed half a block after I got it. It must have. But it sounded horrendous. And I was, again, this was a time when I was wrestling with having a uncomfortable conversation with a stranger.
Right.
Because I was like, do I bring it up? Do I be like, hey, you need to get this fixed?
Your main priority that you executed was tweeting about it first.
Obviously. And then I'm in the back, and I was like, maybe I should have some more information. So I started looking at the Prius forums to see like, what does it cost to get a bearing replaced? Is it an easy job? Is there some like crazy thing with it?
Or are they just known for making a sound without it being an issue?
Something, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was, let's just see what it looks like. And I was flabbergasted. I was so distracted by what I found on the Prius forum that I forgot all about talking to the guy. There was several posts where someone asked a question, and then this is the shocking part.
Hang on.
Yeah.
I have to sit down. I'm sitting down.
So in this forum, someone asked a question, and then another person answered it.
What is happening?
And that was it. There was no. That was all there was. There was nobody being like, did you try searching the forum first?
Oh.
Did you try the search function? There's a search function.
Right.
Did you try the search function?
Right.
Did you try the search function? None of that.
Also, if you're a new member here, you have to post in the new member forum 5 posts first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there wasn't any of like, did you try spraying it with water? Right? There wasn't any of that.
Right. Put sand in it. Yeah.
It was just very straightforward. It was like there were actual human beings behind it.
So I found that message board's cousin.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Girlfriend has a Gen Air oven. Okay.
Okay.
And every now and then it turns itself off by itself.
Oh,
weird. Like, we're baking something and she'll turn the oven light on.
Mm-hmm.
And then a minute later we'll hear boop, boop, boop of the oven shutting off. And it's like, it's bitten her a couple times when she's like been making a cake for someone's birthday or something like that. Right.
Yeah.
And, so, what do? I'm, Googling Gen Air, oven turn off.
But you're right. Appliance forums, yes, because I had to fix my oven and my washing machine several times in the last year.
Right.
And they're it's like asked and answered.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I found a thread of a much more horrifying scenario, or harrifying is what I was apparently trying to say. I'm looking at you and I think hair.
You were going harrowing and horrifying, and you just smashed them together is what happened.
Yep. Much more
I'm
horrifying.
not mad, I'm just disappointed.
Much more horrifying scenario where someone's oven was turning itself on, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, but on this forum, it said and this is from appliancejunk.com, right? One of the common message board forums.
Oh, I know it well.
Right. You have an account.
I know it well. I'm actually an admin.
Yeah, you're a moderator. Oh, that's good. That's good. So someone was talking about how you need to replace for this awful scenario of your oven turning on, how you need to replace the clock because that was like, controlling the whole thing.
Christ.
Right, exactly. So someone had said that they paid $300 for a clock for their oven. And somebody said, oh, the part should cost you around $165.
Mm-hmm.
But if you paid $300 for it, then you should probably invest in some KY jelly, right? Like just kind of like making a little joke.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to pull this up so I can read it so that I actually get it correct, right?
Oh, wow.
So then the person with this oven that turned itself on, they said, let's see here. Actually, I'm not an expert in these matters. What should I do with the jelly? And everyone on the forum just put their hands up from their keyboard and backed away slowly. And no one said shit about it.
It's amazing.
Right?
That's amazing.
When does that happen on the internet?
Never.
Never, Ian. Car culture could use some of that. Just going, oh, and like everybody else reading it is just like, we all have this unspoken agreement. We're not going to touch this.
That's amazing.
Right?
That's amazing.
Right?
And I think part of it is that, for us, IT and cars, those for whatever reason, the internet for both of those things are filled with people who are trying to compete to show who knows the most.
Yeah.
And those like DIY things, like they're full of people who are like excited about getting other people into stuff,
right?
And not exerting their own, dominance or whatever,
right? And showing people that stuff can be fixed on the cheap,
right?
Yeah.
And for the most part, car forums are not that.
No.
And they're very like, I need to show that I know more than you and blah, 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 which is just stupid and is totally counterproductive because everybody, somebody knows more than you about something.
Anything. There's always someone faster. There's always someone smarter.
Yeah.
Right.
And the internet is where people go to forget that.
Yeah.
And
that's good. That's good, man.
And IT stuff is, I know, when you go to look for stuff for IT help, you can very often find people being just dicks to each other about stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't know that?
Right.
Or
Have you tried searching?
Did you know there's a search function on this forum?
Right.
Which is really helpful when you're Googling.
Right.
And then like you're just like that's really annoying. Anyway.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
So car culture, please take note. Every now and then it's good just to go, ooh, I'm going to go ahead and back away from this one. We're just going to let that one sit.
Yeah.
Because eventually someone will come across it and recognize it for what it is, which is it's more hilarious that no one touched that.
Yeah.
Any pithy reply that some asshole with a broken Maytag could come up with is not as funny as everyone just going, nope.
No, that's an amazing thing on the internet.
Yeah.
And like I feel like it's a thing where we have to you shouldn't show people the link.
Right.
Because we need to preserve it.
Right, exactly. Yeah, we don't want to sell it. I shouldn't have said it was on appliance junk.
Yeah, no, you don't want too many tourists going to that those ruins because they might trample it and ruin it.
Exactly. Yeah, the stones get worn down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone don't fuck that up.
Right, and also recognize that there's always a great opportunity at some point in the day.
How old is that post?
To shut up.
How old is that post?
That post is from 2008.
Holy shit.
And this is one page. No one's ever touched it after this. Last comment, September 2009.
It's oh my God.
There it is right there. Actually, I'm not an expert. What should I do with the jelly? No one touched it. No one touched it. Right?
That's amazing. Someone was naive on a message board.
Yeah. And
about sexual matters.
Yeah, nobody decided to put their balls on the table.
That's
right?
Unbelievable to me.
Right? How do we get those people into cars?
I don't know. We need more of them.
We need more of them. I want the person asking and also all of the people that chose not to answer.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah, more of the people who chose not to answer.
the person asking would be pretty fun to have along.
True.
Right? From that Buster kind of scenario from Arrested Development.
Right.
Yeah.
Can't do that on the balcony. Buddy.
Just blind innocence.
So I do also want to give a shout out to our Mind Link, because all you told me was that you wanted to revisit the Prius forum discussion.
Yeah.
And I wrote an FMK cars that just kind of like fits right into
Did
this.
you?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
let's have it, buddy.
All right. So this one's called LOL, there's a search function on this forum, brah.
Okay.
Car forums and the douchebags who live there.
Yeah. Okay. All right, let's do it.
So in this you get a car, and then you get a forum personality that goes along with it.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
So this one, the first one, is inspired by my many years of trolling through VW Vortex.
VW Vortex, yeah.
And just hours of frustrating searching.
Yeah.
And finding nothing but, did you try searching?
Right. That said, you also find fantastic things on VW Vortex about like HD TV settings.
Yep.
and just all like I've searched for tech issues and a VW Vortex link has shown up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And if you're broken down on the side of the road somewhere and you post a VW Vortex, more than likely someone nearby will come help you fix your car. They have an insane community.
That's true. They do.
But with quantity comes lack of quality.
True.
With some people.
And here we go. So the first one, VW Jetta GLI.
Okay, yeah. That's the VR. That's basically the GT, but or GTI, but a Jetta body. Yep.
Right.
Okay. Yep. So VR6.
Or
turbo.
Most of them were turbo.
Okay.
I
like that your finger came up during.
Oh, because
and actually,
you are the actually guy.
Shit, I don't want to be the actually guy,
especially when you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, shit.
Your license plate also says actually.
Oh,
which would be a fantastic license plate for some sort of forum moderator.
That would be funny. Okay, what gen GLI?
Let's go with that one, because that's
right. You're thinking of it like the 2004. Yeah. I actually kind of like that. Yeah, the Mark IV.
It's a really good-looking car.
Yeah.
And horrendously unreliable.
Yeah.
And it's the perfect car for the actually guy, I think.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because the people who drive those cars think they are the fastest cars in the world.
True.
The next one.
Okay.
BMW M4.
Oh, boy.
This is inspired by a particular event.
Oh, that returned gun results. BMW. That's how naive I am. I put in M4 and expect a car.
Yeah. BMW M4. You are the excuses guy.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what happens in your life, you have some crazy, implausible explanation for it.
Okay.
Obviously, it's never your fault. And it's inspired by the time that the idiot crashed his car outside of a car show. Cars and Coffee or something.
Yeah.
And wrote this huge, long forum post on like Bimmer forums or something on his PSI, his tire PSI being off by like 1 pound.
Yes, that's right. That's a classic. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. If you don't know what we're talking about, just look up BMW crash and tire pressure.
Yeah.
And it'll come right up.
Yeah. I kept seeing all these +1 PSI things all over internet comments forever, and I was like, what the fuck is this +1 PSI about?
Yeah.
Is this some new meme that I'm not aware of?
Yeah.
And then I found the story, and it was fantastic.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
And then the last one, the Toyota Prius C.
Oh,
so not even the good one. This is the one based on the Yaris, right?
Yeah.
You are well-adjusted, nice, and helpful. You answer people's questions with respect. However, you have to stop and help everyone you see on the side of the road.
Oh,
and every panhandler gets $1.
Oh, boy.
It's going to get expensive in Denver.
Okay. All right. So.
LOL, there's a search function on this forum, brah.
Oh, man. This is a really tough one. Oh, Ian, I have to kill the BMW M4.
Yeah.
Because I can't be excuses.
I thought you were going to kill the Volkswagen. I would have lost the newlywed game of this.
Yeah, but excuses guy, I got a problem with excuses guy, man.
Okay.
Yeah, that gets into like some deep blanket fort stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Oh man, I think I could do Jetta GLI actually for a day.
Mm-hmm.
and then I think I'd have to marry the Prius.
Really?
I don't think I could marry any one of these and be truly happy, except the Prius. Other than having to own a Prius,
Mm-hmm.
but like at least I'd be able to go to sleep at night.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Yeah.
So you're going to be the actually guy?
For a day.
For a day.
Well,
What are you going to correct people on?
Actually, you should be using SPF 70.
Actually, banana taffy is the best. Actually,
extra tight lycra is more aerodynamic.
Actually, just drink half the espresso.
Yeah.
Have we talked about that?
No.
That we got actually by our Lyft driver on the way to the airport?
Yeah, she was trying to criticize my cat or educate me around. She was espresso-splaining my caffeine intake and telling me that I should just drink half an espresso and then drink half of it later.
I was completely uninterested in your guys' conversation until that moment, and then I put my phone down and was like, "Oh yeah, Dave, just drink half the espresso."
Yeah, that's. Oh my God, that's like asking the wind not to blow, Ian.
Yeah.
What the hell? That's asking the sun
or
not
your
to
mom.
shine. No.
Huh?
No. Put it down.
Not to blow, because it means two things.
Ian, put it down.
Okay, sorry.
I'm
Okay. All right. No.
Pretend you're on an appliance junk forum and be nice. Walk away from it. It's funnier to walk away. It's funny. There's like a.
It's funnier like after like 7 years.
And also the quantity of people walking away from it.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because if 2 people walk away from it, okay.
Yeah.
But if like 700 walk away from it, that's pretty funny.
It is. It's like stumbling upon like a Greek myth of like a little spring-fed pond filled with nymphs.
Right. Exactly.
And it's just a little oasis.
Right.
Of innocence.
Right.
In the hellscape that is the internet.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
just,
know.
You should screenshot the shit out of that, just because now we've ruined it.
Well, that assumes people listen to this show.
Well, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, that's what the internet Wayback Machine is for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, what would you do in that FMK cars? I have an idea.
I think
you're killing the Prius.
No, I think I would marry the Prius.
You would marry it.
I would marry the Prius.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think I would crush the Volkswagen because
you can't be actually guy.
Yeah, because the actually thing, I'm always afraid that I do that. I'm always afraid that I'm the actually guy.
Really?
God damn it.
Go on,
please. God damn it. Yeah, I'm afraid that I'm the actually guy sometimes. So I try not to be the actually guy.
Okay, all right.
So I would need to crush and suppress those feelings.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah, you're crushing cars and metaphors, crushing.
Yeah.
Yeah, emotions.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I would do the BMW for a day.
Okay.
And make
excuses.
Ridiculous excuses.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Nice.
Yeah. Which is another area where the IT experience does help.
Right.
Because you say some shit to get customers off of the phone sometimes.
Right.
My favorite story is my friend Nolan once told a customer, and this is like a big enterprise customer, that their application was down because of solar flares. There were no satellite communications involved in this.
No, Ian.
And it worked.
Oh.
And he was just like, he hung up the phone, and we all, like, it was just dead silence for a second, and we all just stared at him, and he just stood up like,
I have done the greatest thing.
It was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Ian.
It was fantastic.
Oh.
Hats
Ian.
off.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Ian.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else do we have to talk about? We have the Denver Post reporter.
Yes.
Yeah, doing let's talk about that.
Doing dumb things. So Takuma Sato won the Indy 500,
right?
Which we did not get to see because we were racing at Watkins Glen.
Exactly.
But it was a cool race. And so it was that day, right?
Yeah.
So that day, this reporter from the Denver Post, formerly of the Denver Post now, tweeted. Do you have the actual text of the thing? I think I might have it up here. I've got it. The actual text.
Actual
text was nothing specifically personal, but I am very uncomfortable with a Japanese driver winning the Indianapolis 500 during Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
People, I would say, rightfully lost their shit.
Yeah.
About it. I want to hear your thoughts about it because I have thoughts about it, and I think they're slightly different than yours. But I want to hear what your thoughts are.
Yeah, I'm really interested to hear your thoughts about it. I mean, like,
are you just unmitigated?
Well, it doesn't matter what the guy's nationality was, right?
No, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it like different nationalities, different people from different nationalities have done different shitty things over the course of history.
Right.
There's no reason why a current person of an ethnicity or nationality that person has never done a shitty thing, should be held accountable for the things of the past.
Yeah.
Previous generations. Yeah.
I agree 100% with that.
Yeah.
My only complication with that thought is that I'm not sure I agree with the response.
Okay. Yeah.
That he lost his job over that. Because here's if he was having if you read his apology, which was an actual apology, and it was actually pretty good. I thought it wasn't like a non-apology apology. It was
he actually apologized.
It was I'm an idiot.
Right. Right.
Which is the appropriate thing to say, I think,
because now everybody in the world apologizes just by saying it was exhaustion and prescription meds getting messed up.
Right.
Yeah.
And I do think like a few things. It's one, we have so much of like the xenophobia and racism and all this other stuff kind of in the ether right now.
Right.
That I think we look for patterns and try to assign isolated things to patterns sometimes. Right. And sometimes we do that unfairly, and I think this is maybe one of those times where like it was a dumb thought that in 2002 would have just he may have said it out loud in front of the TV and then been like, well, that was fucking stupid. Right. And then moved on. Right. And realized that it was a racist or xenophobic thing and then corrected it within himself. But now he tweets it and it's out there.
And there's a document of
Right. And by all accounts, this was like an isolated thing from him, and it wasn't like a pattern of nonsense that he's said over the years. I feel like we should have the freedom to be morons.
Right.
Without losing our livelihood.
Yeah. I don't know. It just seems like a pretty big misstep because, I mean, like internment of Japanese people in America is a dark day. Yeah. Right? Like, that's like, I mean, like, let's have some goddamn sensitivity to that. Like, associating a bad feeling with the nationality of an individual winning an American event is like that. I could never see myself getting there is the problem. Right?
I completely agree.
Right.
I completely agree with that. But should it necessarily be a career-ending event?
Maybe a job-ending event, but obviously, like, he should. I'm thankful that he apologized for it, but I want to know, like, why he did that in the first place. I'm not so worried about the punishment because that kind of stuff just happens, right? But I want to, like, I'm more concerned about why he said that. Like, what really like what are those feelings?
I think our reactions to these things matter.
They do, right? But I think that we can't really not necessarily like fix, but like find out what was motivating that, like until we understand what was motivating him. Like,
I know. I think I have, and I agree. I agree that the intentions matter,
right?
But our default right now is to, as a group, I feel like our default is to just like assume the worst case scenario for that,
right,
and act according to that instead of the other way of like, we don't have any other information about this person other than this.
Right,
it's the first time we've ever heard of them.
Right,
and so we're just going to assume the worst instead of if you think about it the other way, if that comes across and you can read it, if you can read it charitably,
right,
then why wouldn't you?
Well, and it's not that I'm assuming the worst, because I don't think he's like running around punching Japanese people.
Right.
Right? It's just the worst, in my opinion, about that is that it happened in the first place. Because like, let's try to think of like a parallel example, right? Like, if let's see here. So if a I don't know, what's someone else that, like if a Saudi Arabian national won a race on July 4th and somebody said that they had a problem with that.
No, I mean, I completely,
right?
Yes.
Right?
I'm not defending the sentiment or the thought or the tweet or anything.
No, I don't feel like you're defending it. No, I completely get what you're saying. Like where like you should just have a like it was a dumb thing. Like let's just move on.
Right.
Right? Yeah, but I'm concerned about like why that even happened in his mind in the first place, because it didn't happen in mine. Not to say I don't have dumb thoughts. Ian, we're sitting in a fort made of blankets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like this entire podcast is a dumb thought.
Yeah.
Right?
And I'm not even certain that I don't think he should be fired. It just, I'm uncomfortable with that as like that's of course what happens.
Right.
If you tweet something stupid unless you're the president.
Right. Yeah.
That's a dumb swear jar for me. I'll do that. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. So, yeah, I get what you're saying, but I don't know. I'm just more worried about like what caused that feeling in the first place.
Yeah.
And like why wasn't there some kind of throttle on him when he said that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. And especially as a writer, you're supposed.
Yeah. And the fact that throttle didn't happen, and there's that tweet, then if I was his employer, I would be concerned.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway,
I think it would move past, does not meet expectations on that annual review and turn into we don't need to do an annual review.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was an interesting thing that happened. I feel bad that Japanese individual had that directed towards him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, nobody deserves that,
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. Yeah, it's really weird. Yeah, which I think that a lot of times, like whenever people, and you and I are 100% in agreement on this, and this is why we have the podcast, because car culture does not operate in its own little bubble, right?
Right.
There are so many cultural aspects of it that are, it just influence back and forth with culture as a whole and our existence as a whole, that like, if it was just cars, we wouldn't have this podcast, because we don't just talk about cars.
Right.
Like cars are cool and that's great, but like the real interesting things are why we have a car podcast and then talk about how happy Toyota Prius forums make us feel.
Well,
right?
and the other thing too is like I feel like, kind of the mapping of, if you want to call it PC culture or whatever, onto car culture is not a comfortable one. Right. And this is an example of, where this is, of where that kind of stuff starts to come into conflict. I think.
Right. Yeah. So. I don't know.
Anyway.
Yeah. Like I'm not like, like this guy needs to be fired, but it's like, buddy, hey.
No, yeah.
Can we talk about this for a minute?
Yes.
Right? Right.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah. Okay, Ian.
Yes.
I have an FMK Cars.
Okay.
Not based on this whatsoever.
Thank God.
But there is a tie-in, a segue, if you will.
Okay.
This one's called Good News, because he was a writer for the Denver Post. Good news.
Oh, that sort of worked.
Ian,
Yes.
good news.
Uh-huh.
These are all Dacias.
Oh, Dacias.
Dacias.
Dacias?
Dacias. So,
I guess Dacias.
so since I saw the Dacia, the Renault that was the Dacia that was badged as a Renault with Mexican plates on the streets of Denver,
The Sandero, right?
yeah, Sandero. And of course, as soon as you say the word Sandero, everyone that's ever watched one episode of Top Gear goes,
Good news.
right? And our buddy Nate said that as well.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that. So, Ian, the first car you get is a Dacia. Am I saying that right?
I think it's
Dacia?
Dacia. Yeah.
Dacia. Sandero, Stepway.
Okay.
Okay, let me pull it up on the browser tab so that the internet can see
I'm
it.
unfamiliar with the Stepway trim.
I think it's just their plug-in hybrid. Yep. At first, I thought this was an electric vehicle. No, it's just so quiet that it's a tiny little plug-in hybrid.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Next. Oh, and there's a kicker with this. The only music that you can listen to in the Dacia Sandero Stepway is swing music. For some reason, Stepway made me think of swing.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Then you have a Dacia Duster. Ian,
I am familiar with that.
pull up the Duster. Yep. Is that the car that you drove in Iceland?
It is, yes.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
There you go. The only thing you can listen to in the Duster is country music. All right.
Any country music? Do I get to pick the country music?
No.
Yeah.
Yep. You like top 40 country music. All right.
Fucking worst.
Yep. All right. Lastly, Ian.
You want to talk about some Sturgill Simpson? I'm in.
Nope.
Some Johnny Cash? No?
Nope. Then, lastly, the Dacia Docker. Dokker.
Oh, I'm unfamiliar with that. Oh, sweet.
It's a little transport van. The only music you get is heavy metal because Docker made me think of Dokken, the old school metal band. Dokken.
Okay, so I get what was in the Sandero?
Sandero Stepway.
Yeah.
Swing music.
Swing.
Like some squirrel nut zippers or some bullshit.
Yeah.
Right?
So like modern swing?
Yeah.
Like swing revival bullshit?
Yeah, swing revival. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, thanks for walking that into a worse scenario for me. Yeah.
Well, you said squirrel nut zippers. So
Yeah, I know.
could have said Glenn Miller.
The Dacia Duster.
No, you had to make it worse.
Yep. And
All right.
country.
All right. I know what I'm doing.
And the Docker Dokken.
I am crushing the Duster.
Okay.
With top 40 country music because that
Okay.
is the worst music in the world.
Yeah, that's pretty rough, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would rather listen to
My bleep bloops.
I would rather listen to bagpipes covering your bleep bloops
That I couldn't even listen to that.
than that.
Wow.
Then top 40 country music is the worst music in the world.
Yeah, that's
That
pretty
like
bad.
country line, Georgia, Florida line, whatever the fuck
Yeah.
bullshit band that is.
Dude.
Holy fuck, that's terrible.
Yeah, that's bad stuff.
So yeah, crushed.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Okay, bye Duster. Browser tab closed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Close that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wipe. Clear history.
Yeah.
Close browser tab. Clear history. No, thank you.
Yep, that's right.
And
We're
then
deleting that cookie.
I am going to, for a day, drive the Sandero.
Okay, all right. The Sandero Stepway plug-in hybrid
Yep.
thingy. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And then I am going to marry the Docker and heavy metal music.
Okay. All right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, I am.
Would you dress like Rob Halford while you were driving the Docker?
Just, oh.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the claw music, like, yeah, or Cookie Monster voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would definitely do like the proggy metal.
Oh, yeah, you would.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would. Look, there's a little
Judas
fire
Priest.
in your eyes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
Except not Rush. I'm not really into Rush.
No, I wouldn't call Rush metal anyway.
No.
Yeah.
It's sort of proto-metal in there.
No.
Math
The
rock.
fact that you said proto-metal makes me want to kick the shit out of you. Yeah. Proto-metal, buddy. Yeah.
It's kind of pre-metal. So anyway, all right. Yeah,
Ian.
that was a good one. What would
Okay.
you do?
I would definitely marry the Docker. Yeah.
Obviously.
And I would have to kill the duster, and then for a day I would listen to Squirrel Nut Zippers in the stepway.
Yeah.
What would you do in the stepway for a day? That rhymed.
Yeah.
Way day.
In a stepway.
What would you do in a stepway for a day, buddy?
I don't know. I don't know what I would do with that for a day.
Yeah?
I think I would just drive around the city and roll down my window, blasting Squirrel Nut Zippers.
Right.
And just at every stoplight, whenever anyone else also has their window down, just shout, "Good news!" and then drive away. And then see how many people laugh and get it.
Okay. Nice. I think I would go shopping for a zoot suit. And a really long pocket watch chain.
Zoot Suit Riot.
Yep, exactly.
All right.
Ian.
Haven't thought about that song in a long time.
Yeah, as you shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Ian?
Yes.
What else do we have, buddy? I think that might be it.
I think it should be. This is a long episode.
$1.05.
Yeah.
We have a track day coming up.
We do.
When you guys are listening to this, assuming you listen to it on Thursday, or when you listen to it, probably the day before that, Ian and I, since we're legitimate automotive journalists, blow your nose, Ian.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing a track day with the Rocky Mountain Automotive Press.
I'm still like wary that we should be telling people that, because I am somewhat convinced that we are going to be denied entry to that at some point for some reason.
Oh, podcast denied.
Right. Yeah.
Go ahead and choose from the podcast vehicles,
right.
and it's just your R32.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that would be fantastic.
That would be kind
No, it would be like a Dacia, stepway.
Yeah.
Right? And a Prius C.
But yeah, so we're gonna try to do some cool, maybe video content for that. We're gonna experiment.
Yeah.
So look for that stuff to come trickling out very slowly, and then maybe we'll try to do some interviews there. I don't know. We're winging it.
Yeah, we're winging
in true TeamClearCoat fashion.
My absolute favorite thing, the thing I'm really looking forward to,
is putting stickers on the press cars.
Yeah, right. It is going to be laying into this whole Ian bad passenger thing. More to come on that.
Yeah, we'll see.
You keep saying we'll see like it's not going to happen.
We'll see.
It's going to happen.
This is exactly what I do when Nico's like, "We're going to have ice cream for breakfast."
Right.
We'll see. We'll see.
Ian?
Yeah.
You're getting in that car.
We'll see.
Ian?
We'll see. If you want more information about us for some reason, go to teamclearcoat.com. We also put all our videos and links and particulars on there.
Please rate and review us on iTunes.
Yes. And tell some friends.
Yes. Subscribe to our podcast and then all of the other top podcasts in the automotive thing, just so we get some referral links.
There you go.
Please? Yeah, subscribe to Car Talk. Listen to Team Clearcoat, subscribe to Car Talk.
Good advice.
Yeah.
Good advice. All right. I think that's it. Are we do you think we're done?
I think we're done, buddy. What else do we have? We don't have anything else.
We'll see.
Yeah. Ian.
Yes.
You're getting in.
We'll see. We'll see.